Well, I thought that, I was worried about the game. I'm the only one of our staff that predicted Deladon wouldn't play. I didn't think she would, which gave them, funny game sports. I thought they have a lot of emotion coming out of the locker room on their side. We were able to match that in the first half. We executed well in the first half offensively, especially defensively terrible. I told them at half we can't try to outscore them. They got a lot of shooters. We have to clamp down our defense, and our defense in the second half is what carried us to this win. I told, you don't want to hear the words I used. No, basically I told them that they came out there walking through everything. We came out with no emotion, no energy, like, okay, this is going to be the same thing. No, it's not going to be the same thing. We were fortunate to be up 9 at the half. We didn't play well defensively. And I told them that I'll go right to the bench and bring energy players right away unless they pick it up. And we got a couple good baskets, and then it kind of snowballed from there. They missed some easy looks, and it was a part of the game going back and forth for about 4 minutes in a test of wills for them to see if they can get back in the game. They got some good looks, they just missed them, and fortunately we got the rebounds. Well, you keep bringing up them. That's everybody. We're a solid defensive ball club, and we take great pride in that. We're number 1 in the league by far in many of the statistical categories defensively. That's who we are. So it wouldn't be any surprise that we would play, hold them to 41%. They are 50% in the first half, so they must have shot like 32% in the second half. That's how we play, and that's how we win basketball games, is that intensity on defense. And we didn't have it in the first half, but we definitely had it in the second. Want to say that again? The last game against them? I thought we had, the game in Chicago, we had a look about us for the entire game. I think today we just had not as much a confidence, but just we came out and tried to outscore them in the first half, because it came so easy for us in the first half, offensive-wise. And I scolded them at halftime. That's not who we are. I do not want to lose track of our identity, because when you can lose it so fast. Even in the course of a game, if you lose it, it's hard to get it back. And their team can make spurts and be in the game, which they should not have been in the game at that point, and they were. Here comes those big numbers. I'm just a dumb athlete. Come on. I don't know. I know right now we are. Our track record has proven such. There's a long way to go. We still have 13 games to go. And historically, coming down the stretch, teams shoot better. A lot of the times the percentages start creeping upwards because they get more familiar with each other and the intensity level improves and they concentrate more. The end's in sight and the playoffs are in sight. So there's a long way to go. We're going to continue to do our stuff. This is who we are. We're not going to change our stripes. We're going to go about, but it really helps when you get a player like Epiphany Prince shooting the percentages she has in the last 2 games, because Tina had a miserable game. It was miserable. Couldn't get anything going, and okay, it happens. We normally would have lost that game. But now we have a guard like Epiphany, and we have a guard like Tanisha to settle us down and make sure she gets the ball to Piff or other scorers at the right. Essence had a quality game tonight too. Efficient shooting. Hey, great. If we can play like that offensively, our defense will carry us to a lot of wins.
There seems to be so much depth and everyone's contributing. And we're saying how Candace Wiggins didn't come in until well into the third quarter, and then she was rebounding.
I thought she was a great spark. I agree. She came in and got 5 rebounds right off the bat and was all over the court defensively. But that's the kind of buttons I'm able to push with this basketball team. They all stay ready. No one pouts. They all know I have a playing time problem of finding everybody the minutes they want or the shots they want. Okay, well, winning cures a lot of ills. Okay, it makes a lot of people conform. But also, we're the type of people and the type of camaraderie and chemistry on this ball club that nobody really cares. Tina will be the biggest cheerleader shooting 2 for 10. It's not about her stats anymore. It's just about, can we compete and win the Eastern Conference? And I think everybody's realizing the opportunities in front of us. It's just a matter of, we all know we got a long way to go, and we can't be soft on anything. We have to keep pushing.
How do you feel Prince is finally finding her feet?
Well, after the other day, I had to scold her to shoot more. I asked her if she was bored, because she wasn't scoring. She wasn't going out there and trying to be aggressive. And great players, Isaiah got bored a lot when he was playing, just because the game's so easy. The game's so easy for Prince. She sees everything. She has all the moves, and it's just like, and her demeanor's that way also. But no, I want more. I want scoring. I want 20. I want 30. And I had to tell her the other day, I need you to shoot more, and she's picked it up. I know the depth is what helps us both, not only from our defensive wise, but also from overall, because we're able to put in different combinations out there depending on matchups. But the defense is a constant with our ball club. There's nobody on this roster that doesn't play defense. Tina's playing defense better than her entire career right now because of the peer pressure in the locker room. And that's a great thing to have, because it takes a load off of me. Are they seeing each other? You mean like off the court, or like passing? No, you can always improve ball movement. We came from horrific ball movement early in the season. We're very congested and clogged and no spacing. Having Piff helps space the floor because the teams have to pay really close attention to her. But our spacing and our ball movement is better today than it has been. We have our moments and we backslide, but there's a lot more room for improvement. Well, Swin, we went around the room the other day and we talked about roles and who are scorers and who are non-scorers, and I got to Cash and I was like, and she goes, well, I do whatever you need me to do to win the basketball game. And she's right. She sat for the last whatever minutes, 14 minutes of the game, didn't get back in. That's okay with her. I know it, she wants to play and play more, but other players are getting off too. At this point in her career, I think she understands her role as a leader, as a mentor to some people, and also as a person who can help guide this team to whatever destiny we have. I don't know what our destiny is yet, but our destiny we have, she's an integral part of pushing us there. Oh, you're going to ask a question, Mel? Wow. Thought you fell asleep. What do you got for me, Mel? I said to start this year, I don't have any clue what I had. I know we were going to have a really good chemistry, and I knew that we were going to have some people that would will us to play hard. I didn't know how all the pieces would come together. Kia Stokes, and we got lucky a couple places. Getting Kia Stokes is a glue for us. I played her, I don't know how many minutes tonight, 28. She's a glue player, and you don't expect that. I didn't expect her to always be in the defensive position, always. Getting Tanisha, I knew she was a great leader, but I never coached her. She's a phenomenal leader. She's a floor general. I know Piff can score. Okay, it doesn't matter getting her in-house after impersonating a Russian. But overall, I think, we made some fine moves, and, if we had Rebecca Allen, you'd see something special also. She's really good. So, I don't know if we're built, I think we're just New York. I think we're solid defensively, and if we can find ways to score, then, hey, watch out for us. Yeah. The league every year has a week. This is our one game at home, I believe, I don't know if on Saturday or not, Vincent, is it? Same thing? The only game we got. It's a great cause. And the players, it's really emotional, and for the players, they take it very much to heart. It's a big thing for them, and they look forward to it. The hardest part is wearing the new uniforms because you're not used to your uniform. It's new, it's different. These are different styles, so I'm asking the players coming out, how's your uniforms, okay? Because you worry about those things as a coach.